Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanz, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. We give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. This is going to be a controversial video, but I don't give a damn. I'm going to say exactly what I think, and these are my thoughts. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Let me get into this topic here. Yesterday, we just witnessed the Lakers lose again, blow another lead, and lose to the Denver Nuggets on their home court. And now, as we currently speak, the Lakers are on the verge of being swept. In Game 3, LeBron made some good plays. He also made some plays, that a lot of people are criticizing him for. In Game 3, excuse me, not Game 2. In Game 3, I was watching that game. In that third quarter, LeBron James absolutely, totally disengaged. In the first half of that game, the Denver Nuggets were up 53. No, excuse me. 53. I'm getting this right. To 49. 53 to 49. They were, the Lakers were up 53 to the Nuggets 49. And you're the Lakers, you know that this team has shown the ability to come back and beat you when you're down. You're on your home court. So if you mess around and lose this game, it's a wrap for the series, because no team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit, 0-3 deficit. We get to the third quarter, and the Denver Nuggets score 34 points to the Lakers 22. Now, here's what's interesting in that third quarter. Are you guys aware that LeBron only attempted 2 shots in that third quarter? LeBron, I was watching him, he totally disengaged. He just started passing the ball. He started all of those showboat long three. LeBron is a front runner. LeBron only takes those type of shots when his team is up. When his team is down, you will never see those long threes and all. It will never happen. He totally disengaged in that game. Absolutely disengaged. He stopped shooting. And then when he realized that the thing was totally out of reach, he then comes into the fourth quarter and says to himself, you know what? Time for me to start stat padding. And he scores 10 points in the fourth quarter. That meant absolutely nothing. His 10 points meant as much as Austin Reeves' 10 points. Nothing in the fourth quarter. Not to mention the fact, and I need to point this out, that in that game, Aaron Gordon scored 29 points. Who was Aaron Gordon's man? Who was LeBron's man? Aaron Gordon. LeBron James was playing absolutely zero defense on Aaron Gordon. All he was doing was ball watching, and Aaron Gordon, time after time after time, kept on finding himself at the dunker spot behind the defense, back cuts, and LeBron kept on losing him time after time after time, spent most of the game ball watching. And Aaron Gordon finished with 29 points, get this, and 15 rebounds. 15 rebounds. LeBron wasn't even boxing out on him. And as a result, the Lakers end up losing the game. So what happens? We then do a live. We had some technical issues in the first one, but the second one we were able to get it right. And in the second live that we did, I began to say to the audience, and I'm going to say it now. If LeBron gets swept 2 years in a row, he is not a top 5 player to me. My top 5 consists of the following: Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Magic Johnson. That's my top 5. If LeBron gets swept in 2 consecutive years, he is going to be leaving my top 5, and he's probably going to be number 6 or something, or number 7. I got to figure it out. Now, some people say that is totally unfair. And to those people, I'll say, you guys are total idiots. Because we need to factor in losing, and we also need to add in context. Yesterday, I said that on the live, and one person said, that's unfair to do that because LeBron is 39 years old. Why don't we have these expectations of Michael Jordan at 39? The answer is very simple. At the age of 39, Michael Jordan was playing with the Washington Wizards. His teammates were Jahadi White, Christian Laettner, Juan Dixon, Tyronn Lue, Kwame Brown, Jerry Stackhouse, I think Rip Hamilton. Who on that roster that I just mentioned has anywhere near the talent of an Anthony Davis? Please let me know. Which of those players is a top 75 player? Not one of them. When were they saying in 2002 or whatever it was that Michael Jordan's team, the Washington Wizards, had an opportunity to compete in the Eastern Conference against the Pacers or the Sixers? He could be one of the... Nobody was saying that because he didn't have the talent around him. LeBron did. That's number one. Number two, give me the time in the history of basketball where one top 75 player and another top 75 player got swept in the first round in 2 consecutive years. When did that ever happen? That never happened to Kobe. That never happened to Duncan. That never happened to Jordan. That never happened to Shaq. That never happened to Magic Johnson. That never happened to any of these people. So if LeBron loses 2 consecutive years, you're out of my top 5 forever. I want you guys to think about something. LeBron, who some people call the GOAT, is on the verge of losing 8 straight playoff games. 8! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 straight playoff games. And you still get to stay in the GOAT conversation? You better get your ass up out of the GOAT pack your bags and go down to the bottom 5. If he gets swept, he's out of my top 5. If he at least manages to get 1 game, he stays in my top 5. This is just my top 5, not the world's top 5. It doesn't need to be your top 5. This is just my top 5. I cannot make excuses for that kind of disgusting, embarrassing losing. You don't get to be next to Kobe Bryant. Kobe never did that. As a matter of fact, Kobe beat the most 50-win teams than any player in the history of basketball in the playoffs. Kobe beat more 51 teams in the playoffs than Magic Johnson did in 2 years that Magic Johnson ever did in his entire career. So Kobe don't get to be annexed to this nastiness. Jordan never did it. Never. Jordan has only lost 1 playoff series when he was playing with at least 1 All-Star. Let me repeat it once more. Michael Jordan has only lost 1 playoff series in his NBA career when he had at least 1 All-Star teammate. Just 1. LeBron is on the verge of getting swept in 2 consecutive series by the same team in back-to-back years while playing with a top 75 guy. And some people were even saying that the Lakers were good enough to come out of the West, that the only threat to them was the Denver. So you're telling me that the Lakers are the differential between the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets is basically 4-0? No, if he loses, he's out of my top 5 forever. Losing gotta count. This would be unprecedented. There's no other player in the top 5 that has that on their record like LeBron. Not Tim Duncan, not Shaq, not Kobe, not Kareem, not Jordan. You got to get your ass up out of here. He will go from number 4 to me to like maybe number 6 and number 7. I got to figure out who's left. Because then if I'm looking at the list just off of the top of my head, I'm gonna go Jordan, I'm gonna go Kareem, I'm gonna go Kobe, I'm gonna probably put Magic Johnson at the 4. I'll probably put Shaq or Tim Duncan. I'll probably move them to the 5. LeBron probably gonna be 7. 6 or 7. And that's how we rocking out. You don't get to lose like that and stay in the top 5. It ain't no GOAT. Y'all need to stop. The GOAT convo is an ESPN sports invention. Even players today who need to be drug tested for that ridiculous poll, even they don't believe. It's a debate made up of smoke and mirrors. The Shannon Sharps, the Nick Wrights, these people that wanted to make, oh, look at what Jordan did in his Wizard years. Okay. Y'all want to talk about a 39-year-old Jordan? Let's bring in the conversation. The reason they were making fun of Jordan in this older period is because, well, look at how well LeBron is playing. Well, let's talk about it.